first. We're going to start off with the mouse. Very simple budget mouse, Logitech G203 Light Sync. I've made it so it's a solid blue colour. You can do this on Windows. I'll put the price on screen right now. I got this about 4 years ago and it's still holding up fine, surprisingly, in 2025. So very good budget mouse if you want a really tight budget, but to be honest, nowadays I think wireless is the way to go. But you know, I'm old school, still using the cable, so there you go. Next we have the keyboard, and the keyboard is also a very budget keyboard. I think I got it for £25 or £30, I don't remember, but I got it from Curry's. The price is on screen again. It's very nice, it's ADX and it's red mechanical switches, so it does sound very nice. And if you're on a really tight budget, like I said again, and you just want a nice sounding mechanical keyboard, this is definitely the way to go. I've had it for about a year now, still holding up fine, no issues, and of course wired, there's no wireless on this, because I mean it is about £25, so can't complain with that. Next up we got the main monitor, which is an AOC monitor. It's 24 inches, 1080p, nothing amazing, 165 Hz, but 1 millisecond response time, so it feels very, very responsive, even with a mouse, which is pretty old. Absolutely astonishing colours, as you can see on the screen right there. Obviously I've calibrated the colours a little bit with some programs, but you know, it's got the adjustable height, you can tilt it and whatever. I've got mine quite low for some reason. Usually I'd have it up about here, but I like having it pretty low. It's got some nice sturdy stands right here, and here we go, that's what the back looks like. Got a nice stand there. Now I got this on sale for Christmas. I think I got it for about £99, but I think usually it's about 120, something like that. But it's got NVIDIA G-Sync, and it's also got FreeSync, so if you have an AMD graphics card or an NVIDIA graphics card, they all work with this perfectly fine. I've got NVIDIA, so I had to go for some G-Sync work here. Now for this second monitor, we have a 75 Hz 1080p, also 24 inch Acer monitor. I'll put the price up again on screen. I got this about 5 years ago for £100. I've got it on a monitor arm, which is right there, attached to my desk down there. And it loops around back here, and tilted it to be vertical because I don't have enough space for it to be landscape. And I also like the vertical look a bit more, in my opinion, and I've gotten used to it, so it looks good. So I can have Discord and stuff over on there, Spotify there, got my game there, and it's just great multitasking, to be honest. Now moving on to the microphone, this is also really old. I've had it for about 5 years. It's not really attached on properly. I don't really know how to do that. It's just kind of been like that for a while. There's some random fluff on that, I don't know why. Like I said again, this arm, I think I got it for about 20 quid, something like that, 22 quid off Amazon. Very nice, very sturdy. Attached to my table with a clamp right there. Very nice, very sturdy, and also sounds really professional. I think it's about 60 quid or like 40 quid, I don't remember, but I got it for Christmas a few years ago and it's still working now. As you can tell in all my videos, the microphone sounds perfectly fine, sounds pretty decent, so gets the job done. Got a headphone stand here, which I don't really use. I just kind of have it for the sake of the light, and also it works as a USB hub because that's the microphone, because that's not long enough to attach to my PC, which we'll get to in a second. But very nice. Don't know how much it costs, but I've had it for a few years, got it for a present, and it's just a nice little addition. Always gonna have some LEDs as well. And on the back we have this Galaxy light, which I got from Amazon, which was I think I got it for about 20 quid. I don't remember, but I'll put the price up on the screen. Very nice, loads of different colours, loads of different animations. That moves as well, but I've kept it still because I like it like that. But I like having it on white or blue. That's my favourite because it matches with the overall setup aesthetic quite well. But let's move on to the headphones. As we can see, these are, I think, about 2 years old, something like that, but they're Steel Series headphones. Don't know if you can see, but they are Steel Series. They sound amazing. They've got a nice microphone here, which you can just take out and whatever, but I don't use the microphone because I got this guy, obviously. But it sounds great, very comfortable. You know, if you wear it for a few hours, it doesn't, you know, cause discomfort or anything. So very nice sounding headphones. I think these are about £60. Now the last peripheral we have here is the PS4 controller. Very old, I know, had it for about 6-7 years now, but you know, if I'm playing GTA, Rocket League, or any games that really work best with a controller, I'll use this. Got a nice little grip there. I've lost the other one, but yeah, nothing too special. PS4 controller. Back in the day would have been about 50 quid. I'm not sure how much they are worth now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot less. So yeah, it gets the job done, works nice, a bit of stick drift, but always good to have a little controller, especially on a PC setup. Now, the total beast in question is the PC, and you can't really see much because there's a lot of glare on there, but if I turn this off quickly, give me a second, we can see the PC. It used to have a nice LED strip here, but I took it off, so I kind of like having it as like a dark, mysterious kind of vibe. I think it looks a bit better that way. There's a little light on the motherboard. Specs will be put up on screen, probably about there. All the detailed specs and in the description as well. It is not a pre-built. I did buy a pre-built from some guy on eBay, but he made it all himself, and I got this for an astounding £250, which is a great deal considering all of the specs I got. And I'm going to open this up to show you even closer. So we got a 750 watt power supply, gold as well, from Antec. So that alone is already astounding for 250 quid. So great power supply, always room for upgrades in the future. And now if we open the case up, be careful with the glass. Here we are inside the beast. We got some Arctic fans. I think these are Arctic fans, so they're very, very good. Not too loud either. There's two fans at the front here, which you can't really see, but as you can see, the airflow flows through the back, comes around the front. You know, just very basic, but does the job very well. The PC stays really cool at all times. So we've got the nice Corsair RAM to match with the red there as well. And the graphics card is a GTX 1066 Gigabyte, which I know is quite ancient nowadays, but it works with all the games I have, and it runs perfectly fine, perfectly smooth. I get all the high refresh rate stuff I need, so I'm grateful for that, and I don't really need an upgrade yet, but next upgrade would probably be the GPU. So you can't really see the CPU or anything in there because obviously it's covered by the massive Arctic cooler, but it's a Ryzen 5 3600, which just isn't the newest thing in the world, but it also holds up with all my games perfectly fine. And the motherboard's B450 Aorus Elite, which looks amazing, quite a few years old, but you know, it works fine. And I know it's AM4 platform and everyone's using AM5 nowadays, but you can't really complain how you're getting all of this full ATX build, full mid-tower build for £250. So shout out to that guy on eBay. Absolutely astonishing deal. So yeah, not a Hot Wheels car, just add a bit of a spice up to the setup right there, you know, just some nice little toy there, I guess. But last but not least, we have the amazingly massive mouse pad, which doesn't even fit on my table properly. Look, it's just been covered by all of that stuff, but it is numbskull, so it's very, very nice, pretty thick as well, and genuinely one of the best mouse pads I've ever used. The best one I've actually ever owned, but brilliant, just great, just no more words. The mouse glides along it perfectly, so shout out to Dribble for giving me this. I paid him for this, so yeah, he had this as a spade and use it, so I bought it off him, so shout out to him for that. But yeah, overall, ignore the cables. I'm saying the setup looks pretty decent. This is the best I've ever had my setup look in my life. Also, not to mention, ignore that shitty kitchen chair which needs a wash. Just ignore that, that's poo stains. But anyway, apart from that, gaming chair will probably have to be the next edition, of course. But apart from that, what else do you think I should upgrade or get? Because I'm kind of unsure. But anyways, that's the nice setup, and yeah, I'll show you some cinematics.